Hello everybody, Matt Frazier here from Weiss Instrument. I'm going to make a short video here showing you how to set up a communications configuration in an Allen Bradley Logix PLC that allows you to communicate to a NanoDAC digital chart recorder over Ethernet IP to get data back and forth from the device into your PLC. I'm going to be using RS Logix 5000 and I will be communicating with a soft Logix engine in this case instead of a hardware-based PLC. However, the techniques you will see here will translate directly to a hardware-based PLC, whether it be like a compact Logix or a full-blown control Logix controller. The only thing that would be different would be the location of your Ethernet module. Whether it would actually be an I/O-based Ethernet module and be in the chassis or will be built into the processor itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select my Ethernet IP module. Again, this is the IP module that would be built into my network or into my PLC. Select new module, just like I would add any other I/O module to the chassis or to the configuration. And what I want is a generic module profile. So I'm going to select the generic Ethernet module and then select create. Now, because this is a generic Ethernet module, we have to put in some connection parameters and configuration, and that's what I'm going to show you here. I'm just going to name the module NanoDAC. If you had multiple NanoDACs, you could do this obviously multiple times. You would want to change the name to say maybe NanoDAC 1, NanoDAC 2, etc. to differentiate the connections. Very important, you need to change the data size or the COM format data size to data int instead of double integer or dint. And in this case, my NanoDAC's IP address, which I've already configured in the NanoDAC, is 192.168.111.222. The next thing I need to do is I need to configure the input-output assembly instances and the sizes. So our memory location in the NanoDAC for the input instance is 100 and the data size is 50 words. The output location is 112 and again the size is 50 words. The configuration location is going to be 128 and the size will remain 0. I'll then just select OK, and I'm going to change the requested packet interval, the RPI, to 300 milliseconds and select apply. Now I download this configuration to my PLC, and I'll do this by going through the Who Active dialog from the Tools menu, select my PLC, and then select download. I'm going to select yes to put the controller back into run mode, and I can see here that my module's created. I don't have any kind of errors associated with it. If I actually open up the module configuration and select the module info tab, I can actually see here the serial number from the NanoDAC. This tells me that they're communicating with each other right now. If I go into my controller tags, if you remember from the module configuration instance, we set the size to 50. Now if I open up the data table to show the output data table, you can see I have 0 through 49 words of output data configured. This would be data that I would be writing back to the NanoDAC. And I have an input data table created, and this is the data from the NanoDAC. Simple check here shows me that my data values are actually updating, so I'm getting the actual values back and forth now from the NanoDAC into my Logix 5000 PLC.